What's up, people of the world? My name is Jay, and welcome to this edition of Sleight of Hand 101. Today we're going to be working on a beginner-based flourish, something you can nail down pretty easy if you put your mind to it and you practice. It's called the card spring, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. So grab a deck of cards, and let's begin. By the end of this video, you will be able to perform a card spring. So let's see how it's done. Now, as I previously mentioned, the card spring is a beginner-based flourish. It's quite easy and you can master it in no time at all. Now, this flourish is very visual and works really well to your spectators, or if you have an audience, it's really nice that way. It's very cliche in magicians' routines, and even people that are not doing sleight of hand magic and they have a deck of cards doing some gimmicked card trick, they always like to do some sort of card spring mid-trick. It's really great to throw in after a flourish or after a trick if you're transitioning or if you're just shuffling the deck and you want to move right into a card spring. It's really visual, like I said. I know from personal experience people really like to see it. It's something that you should definitely put in your arsenal, especially when you're doing a routine publicly or even privately. So let's get to the reason why we're here. We're trying to learn the card spring. So there are a couple different techniques. Some people like to do a technique by bending the cards straight up like this. I like to do the technique by using the corners of the deck to spring the cards. Okay? So let's figure out the hand placement. I hold the deck in my left hand, so the card spring is going to happen in my right hand, and I will be catching the deck in my left hand. So to start out, you want to take your middle finger, your pointer finger, and your ring finger, and you want to position those on the top of the deck like so. Your middle finger is the main operator for this flourish, so that's going to be right smack dab on the top right corner of the deck. So if you're holding the deck, you want to go to the top right corner, okay? Or if you're holding the deck this way, you want to go top left corner, whichever way you're holding the deck. And like I said, your middle finger is your main operator, so it's going to be right here, right on the corner. Your thumb is going to be on the opposite corner. So you could technically do it like this, but you do want supporting fingers. It just keeps the cards together and it creates less of a mess, basically. So your middle finger's here, your pointer finger is supporting right next to your middle finger on the left side or the right side, depending on your hand. And then your ring finger is also there supporting. So you're like this. And you're creating, not necessarily, because this is not a square, you're not creating a completely diagonal bend, but you are creating somewhat of a diagonal bend in the cards like this. It should look like this. Now the point is, what you want to do, and I would do this before you actually start it, is I would hold the deck with your other hand and use your thumb to riffle, because that's what you're doing, is you're using your thumb to riffle off the cards. Your middle finger, your pointer finger, and your ring finger are just there for the bend and are just there for the support, okay? Your thumb riffles off the cards. And what you're doing in this situation is literally just applying so much pressure that the cards can't stay underneath your thumb, okay? So let's do that from the beginning here. Let's get our cards nice and even. That's the one problem with doing a card spring, is your cards will bend. But if you bend them back every time you do something like this, go into your next trick, it's not going to be a huge deal. So we're in our position, middle finger, pointer finger, ring finger, thumb on the back, okay, like this. All right, you create that bend, okay? Well, I would not suggest doing it from a great distance at the beginning, especially if you're a beginner or you haven't done this before. I would go like this, something very simple where you can just riffle the cards in there. And like I said, it's all your thumb on this one. So don't get confused and try and use your middle finger to press that way. Okay, your thumb is the one that's riffling. So you're in this position, like I said. Hold the cards close to your hand like this. Definitely don't do it from a distance, not until you're at least decent at doing it and you practiced a million times. But I do promise you will most likely drop the cards, and that's fine. It takes a little bit of practice, but you can master this one pretty quickly. And like I said, bend a little bit harder with your thumb. It's going to be a little strenuous on this part of your thumb. I can't really show you, but this part here and then the pad down here, it's going to be a little strenuous, okay? But what you're going to do, just push, push, push. The cards should start riffling off one by one like this. And then you keep moving your thumb up. Another way to do it is when you're pressing with your thumb almost do one of these where you bend your thumb back. Now I've got a hitchhiker's thumb, so it looks really like fluid that way. But what you want to do here, press, and then as you're pressing, start moving your thumb backwards. Okay, so just like do like you're doing a thumbs up basically. So you're going from here and then strike a thumbs up. Okay, but you are still applying that pressure. Okay, so you're applying the pressure, the pressure, the pressure, the pressure, and once you get kind of down in this area, you're not even using the tip of your thumb anymore, you're using this bottom part. So it goes from applying the pressure, you're basically and literally using your top part of your thumb at the beginning, okay? And as you riffle off, you end up using the bottom part. So you go from the top to the bottom. Now, when you can do this, okay, that's when you know, maybe not, you might be ready to move a little bit farther. Once you've done that, to move just a little bit farther. And once you've done that, we'll see how this goes. You can go from real distance. Now that one wasn't a great card spring. Let me try that again. And then you, bam, card spring. And people think it's very cliche for a magician to do a card spring, so it's great to have in your arsenal, especially after a trick or after a flourish. But that's basically it, guys. That's the card spring as a whole. If you're having trouble, make sure you go back and watch the video over again. Type a comment and I will definitely hit you up. I always respond to comments when I can. It might take me a day or two, but I will definitely reply and I'll definitely help you guys out. But hopefully you guys can get it through the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you learned something. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps me out, guys, and I appreciate it so much. And make sure you guys check out the description box before you go so you can check out my Facebook and my blog pages. We can all stay connected and have a great time. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about my life or what's going on with these videos, because I know it's been a while since I've posted, check out the Facebook page, check out the blog page. I'll keep you updated that way. A lot of people like to ask questions. It's hard to answer those questions when all of it's on my Facebook page, all of it's on my blog page. So like I said, check those out and we'll have a great time. And make sure you guys subscribe. You don't want to miss a video. And I'll catch you guys later. Later.